So guys, I'm camping in Staffordshire, but I'm actually in the Peak District National Park. It's at the southwest corner of the Peak District National Park, and the border with Derbyshire is just about 100 yards away where there's a river. The campsite is Hulme End Campsite, and it's a large field just behind me. You can maybe see. I'll show you a 360 of the field, and it's a beautiful area. It's in an area called the Manifold Valley, so there's a lot of walking, a lot of motorcycling goes on. The whole of the Peak District is great for motorcycling, but sometimes in the busier places it's not so good because it's so busy. A lot of police activity, etc, etc. If you come to an area like this, you can randomly wander around all day, and I would say you probably won't see any police, and the roads are magnificent for just riding. So let's just have a quick look at the field. The rain's coming in. There's going to be a storm tonight. It's going to be heavy rain, a bit stormy weather. I thought it would have arrived by now, but actually the clouds are quite high, although there is a little bit of rain, just a tiny bit of drizzle. So let's just have a quick look round. So basically that's the little back road that we've just come from. There's a gravel track to take you through most of the length of the camping field. So that caravan's about the boundary of the camping capability. And then up in the distance there's a fence line. So it's quite a large field, and it's situated directly behind a pub. And I'll show you the pub when I have a walk down to it. The pub itself is a 200-year-old coaching inn. So there's a lot of history involved. You see the my tent pitch there toward the tree line, not under the trees, but to the tree line. And then just swinging round. Basically, that's the full extent of the camping field. So the campsite's actually situated in a small hamlet, and that hamlet has got a pub, and that pub is only about a minute's walk from, it's directly, the campsite's directly behind the pub. So it's only about a minute walk. So you've got the main towns of Bakewell and Ashbourne, both about 20 to 25 minutes ride. So they're quite decent sized towns, lots of facilities. But there is a place called Hartington, which is about 1.5 miles away. I think it's about 1.5 miles away, and it's got a shop, it's got cafes, and I think some other bits and pieces there. So certainly to get some groceries, you've got that about 1.5 miles away, so just a few minutes. And it's surrounded by countryside, obviously, in the Peak District, and it's beautiful. Now this site's only open in the summer season. It shuts, I think, October, and it'll open again, I guess, Easter. It's £8 a night per person. So considering we're in a national park area, that's very good value. It doesn't have showers, but it does have toilets, separate male, female toilets, and you've got a wash-up facility, you know, a wash-up area. I'll show you a bit close detail of the field. So we'll just have a look at sort of lower level. The field is a fairly undulating field, but there are plenty of flat spots. And even if you're on a slight slope, I mean, my tent there is on a slight slope, so I've just got the head end at the top. But there's plenty of flat spots among the whole campsite. And this is what you get when you're actually camping in an area of sort of natural beauty. Considering we've had lots of very, very wet weather in the last few weeks, the grass is in good condition. It's a bit damp because it's been raining over the last day or two, but it's fairly firm to the touch. So this is a great area if you want to come here either motorcycle or car and do some walking, because you can directly walk from here. The public footpaths are directly through the campsite at one point, and it is a well-known area for walking. Now when you arrive here, there's nobody to see, but the instructions are that you just pitch up, and then what happens is there's a very nice chap comes round in his little Jeep and gets your money. So I think I've mentioned it, but it's £8 per person per night, and that's 2024 prices. So I have mentioned it, but it is, I'm going to say it again, it's excellent value. So we've now just got to the facilities, the ladies and the gents. Very basic, but very clean. Yeah, basic but clean is the word. And just, there's nobody around, but that's one of the ladies' individual cubicles. And for the ladies, there's 3 of those individual cubicles. So this is your little wash-up area. I do actually like these basic sites, A, because the price is good, but also they're just very laid back, and generally you get nice people coming to them. So I'm just going to film this, hopefully that's in focus and you can freeze it and look at it. But this is a map of the direct area with all the walks and the different things of interest. And where are we? So we are just at this campsite. There's lots of campsites around here, but we're just at this campsite here, and the pub, which is called the Manifold Arms, or the Manifold Inn, although it says Manifold Valley Hotel, is just there. And Hartington is from there to there. Now I forgot to ask the chap that came round about fire pits. However, it does look to me like these old hearth oil drums are here to use for putting your little barbecue on, because there are plenty, well, they've all been used for that purpose. I'll put a note up, if I don't find out before I leave, I'll put a note up to confirm. Yeah, that rain's starting to come on now, guys. So yeah, I'm going to go down to the pub. I shall see what I can film down there. But this is nice. I like this sort of place. But that rain is coming now. There is another motorcyclist on the field who has watched some of the videos of mine. I'm just going to have another quick chat and then get to the tent and get kitted up to walk to the pub. It's a good life, isn't it? Okay guys, so the campsite's just up there, and the hamlet and pub are just here. So there we have the Manifold Inn. And that's the road that takes you to Hartington. And this road over the bridge takes you on to Leek. So they do breakfast here as well, which is quite useful. Always check their website though, but they do breakfast from 8 till 10:30. Lunch is 12 till 3 Monday, Friday, Saturday 12 till 4, Sunday 12 till 8. Evening meals, they shut at Monday to Saturday, finish at 8:30, and on a Sunday finish at 8. Plenty of nice places to sit out here on a nice sunny summer's day. Well, it's starting to come on a bit heavier now, so I'm going to go get something to eat and drink. If there's not many people in, I'll film, but there might be a few in, so I don't like filming when there's a few people about. See you soon. So guys, I've had a really good night in the Manifold Inn. Good food, good beer, and the weather's miserable. So I've got to walk back to the campsite now, and that'll be it for the night, I'm afraid. So that's my stay at Hulme End Campsite done. Had a very wet night last night. It rained heavily all night. The ground's a little bit sodden this morning, but you could still pitch on it, find the right spot. Had a great stay. The pub was fantastic. It's only 100 yards away. The field itself is a really nice camping field. You're in the middle of nature here, lots of walks. You're in the national park area, so it's just a really nice place to be. And at £8 a night per person, it's very reasonable. Toilets, the facilities are clean. There's no showers and no hot water, but it is a really nice place to be. And I think with having the pub nearby, you know, particularly last night when it was raining quite heavily in the evening, it was handy to have. So anyway, I'm going to get off now, guys, and thank you for watching, and I'll catch you at the next campsite.